Palestine be free from the river to the sea? Isn't it time to heal the rift between Jews and Palestinians? Why not simply form a Palestinian state next to the Israeli state? That exact idea was on the table numerous times, and each time the Palestinians rejected a two-state solution. Because in reality, the Palestinian agenda was never about a peaceful coexistence of two states, but their state of Palestine instead of the state of Israel. This attitude can even be found in the Bible. But when Sanballat the Horonite, the Tobiah the Ammonite servant, and Geshem the Arab heard of it, they jeered at us and despised us and said, "What is this thing that you are doing? Are you rebelling against the king?" Then I replied to them, "The God of heaven will make us prosper, and we his servants will arise and build, but you have no portion or right or claim in Jerusalem." Truth comes from God, and God affirms the Jewish people's connection to the land of Israel over and over again in the Bible. So the real issue is not which side we choose to believe, but rather, do we choose to believe God and his word?
Psalms tell us to pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Conservative Confucius here. Today is the Shabbat podcast, and I was a little late filming today. Sorry. I had my for some reason, my left eye keeps watering for some reason, like on the outside corner of it on the left side, and it's just driving me nuts. I've been having to wipe that crap all day. It just keeps wanting to tear up, and it's bugging me. But yeah, we'll get into it. Hopefully I won't have too much problems. It's been getting better. I don't know if it's allergies or, I think I may have gotten some face lotion in my eye this morning, and it's just been trying to not want to sit well. So alrighty, let's get down to it and to it. All right, let's see. Don't forget to go down there, smash the like button if you can. And don't forget to go down there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. It really helps our channel. It really, really does, guys. Don't forget to go do that. And if you like this video, please share it. All right, let's get to it. This is going to be kind of not just the conflict stuff. We're going to be covering a wide range of things just to kind of get this episode a little bit more interesting. And we'll go over some major news and things like that.
Harris, you're either racist or sexist or ableist.
Right.
So, if you're going after Officer Harris, you're either racist or sexist or ableist.
Right.
So they will use...
Ableist.
Yeah, because she's a retard. She's literally retarded. I mean, I think of her as America's wine mom because bitch seems like she's 3 deep by noon, and she's got the 3 phases of wine mom. She's got happy drunk. Oh my God, this cereal's got a rabbit on it. It's so great. Cackling, cackling, cackling. Then there is trying to drunk at work, where you're trying to make sense, but you don't. Space is around us all and unites us all and inspires us all. And then there's I'm being stern so you don't realize how plastered I am, and I'm making a point. That little girl was me. Now I'm going to go upstairs and don't knock on the door because I'm going to pass out. So those are her 3 ways she talks, and those are the wine mom phases.
Do you think they have her medicated? The way she's sort of disconnected sometimes? And
I don't know.
She goes on these rambles that it's
I don't
indicative of certain anti-anxiety medication.
Yeah, let's move on to the next. Alrighty. So we'll cover some of my things that I've saved over the last few days. Let's see. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to talk about this story. This one is a really disgusting story. So a female volleyball player, if I remember, it's probably from the video of the girl who was spiked in the face really hard and then smacked to the ground like right after, just horribly, by a trans athlete, and now she's paralyzed. And it's just so awful to see this. I mean, she's getting her day in court hopefully soon, I think, and it's just so sad. Yeah, this is her, young girl. So sad. But yeah, we need to stand up against this, with the Olympics going on and all the crap that's going on in the boxing there. It's just, everyone needs to stand up and stand for what's right. But yeah, let's get into this. They're not even hiding what they want to, want to do to America.
The cancer.
See?
America, the American government, secularism, democracy, capitalism. These are cancers that have spread their illness all over the world. In America and in the Middle East. In America over here, people have the freedom to, again, like I said before, commit zina, do oas fahisha, but when you speak up, it's a problem. Non-Muslims are tired of this cancer. They're tired of the American government. They're tired of democracy. They want to see a new way of life. And as Muslims, we have to understand that we have that new way of
No,
life.
you don't. You don't.
Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was sent as a mercy for all of mankind. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ.
Disgusting pieces of crap, dude. Like, you're not here to fucking bring your government to the rest of the world. That's not what you're here for. Now we have a trans pedophile, or not trans, whatever you want to call this dude, convicted sex offender who goes on TikTok and talks about sexually abusing children and what he did to them and how he's going to keep fighting for what he's fighting for or whatever. And yet someone who calls this dude out gets removed from the content for bullying. And it's disgusting. And he blames his convictions on capitalism.
So if you want some gossip and some drama, that I am a registered sex offender. I spent 3.5 years in prison for harm or injury. In terms of scientific cause and effect, nothing that I did caused any harm or injury to this person.
Are you shitting me? In another video, he talks about how he touched her in certain places. A 12-year-old girl. I don't even want to get into it. It's that disgusting. And then you have this woman here who's complaining that she's telling the officer, you work for me, because she's mad that Jews were able to peacefully and quietly protest outside of, wherever she's living. They're always going to be angry whenever Jews get something peacefully
You work for me. You fucking work for me. Shut the fuck up. Work for me. I know. Go home, parents. Go home.
Truck outside making noise. Ask somebody in my house to see if we could get that quieted down. Oh yeah, so we have the DNC. What is it? Compliance manager admits that Jill Biden will just take it out of the general DNC account to pay for personal trips. That makes sense. It's who they are. Made all their money off of politics, and now that they've made all that money, they don't want to use that money, and they're going to continue to use money from the people.
Wait.
What?
I said, who's going to file a complaint?
Last time we met Joyce DeSears, the compliance manager for the DNC, who was talking openly about how Kamala Harris has no accomplishments, and the compliance manager thinks she can't win this year. Let's roll a quick flashback.
I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year. She's weirdly unpopular. She doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of because she's vice president.
Well, DeSears had more to say about the presidential election to our undercover OMG American swiper. This time, it was on the topic of First Lady Jill Biden. Now, in recent weeks, the New York Post published an article stating that First Lady Jill Biden took a personal trip to go to Hunter Biden's gun trial in Delaware from France, with the DNC covering the bill as the rest of the tab would be going to the taxpayers. So let's dive into the analysis on this. According to the Federal Election Campaign Act, that's
prohibits
FECA,
any use.
It prohibits the use of any contribution received by a candidate to be converted by any person to any personal use. Under 2, United States Code 439A.
Yeah. This means that one cannot solicit or accept political contributions to be used for personal ends, such as child care, home, security, cameras, etc. They often blur the lines between personal and political campaign use.
AB1. Thus, the DNC cannot pay for personal trips for political candidates or their affiliates, but only for political or campaign trips. Was the DNC committing an illegality, or was this a legal loophole? Well, we decided to ask Joyce DeSears about this possible issue with the DNC.
DNC having to foot part of the bill for the First Lady's trip to Delaware from France. So is she gonna?
France?
Is the
Holy
DNC
crap.
gonna cover all of it?
It makes perfect sense that this person is a transbian, a trans lesbian, a person who's a man who identifies as a woman but still wants to date women because they don't have they just didn't have the game to get in their foot in the door when they were a man. So what do? They say, well, if I'm trans, that means they can't deny me. And if they do deny me, then they'll be viewed as transphobic. So at least there's a small subset of women who don't want to be viewed as transphobic. So they'll date me just because they have to. And that's just unbelievable. Give me guys in a second.
We paid for a bunch of Joe Biden stuff.
But that's not campaign related, but it's still okay to foot the bill?
Who's going to file a complaint?
What?
I said, who's going to file a complaint?
So if no one complains, it's okay to have the DNC cover the cost of the flights for the First Lady?
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though she's flying home for Hunter's trial and it's not so much campaign-related activity?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably just take it out of the general DNC account. So yeah.
Okay.
But it's possible, there's what's called DNC operating. Coming back,
sorry about that.
It kind of is campaign related because it's a PR thing. Trial. It's a political issue.
Joyce DeSears, compliance manager for the DNC, says, quote, who's gonna file a complaint?
Who's gonna file a complaint?
The citizens?
What?
I said, who's gonna file a complaint?
It's truly shocking what people admit when you use a hidden camera. The undercover cameras you've seen us use in the past are now available for sale. Go to our website, o'keefemediagroup.com.
I've seen their stuff, dude. Like when I was at America Fest, they had their stand up, and I didn't know that they were actually selling. I knew that most of the items out were cameras, but they only had like a lot of them. They had one or two different options. Like they had this option and then that option. A couple cup ones, a couple other ones, and key fobs and all kinds of stuff like the ones you see on the screen. And then they had cell phone ones, but they had like an old, not flip phone, but like I guess it was a flip phone, or like an old, one of those like side flips. And I was like, that's kind of old school. And I was like, whatever. And I'm looking around, and then they had just a random thing. It wasn't next to the other items they were selling. It looked like just a lone Android. And I don't know if this was meant to bait people, but I was like, hey, someone left their phone here. And they're like, no, it's a camera. And I was like, yeah, I guess it is. So, I mean, they do look realistic. I mean, if you were sitting there and their phone was just sitting there like this, and it maybe even had a case on it, it'd be even more realistic. And it's just sitting there, just alone by itself, just plopped up on the thing. You'd be like, oh, it's just a cell phone. It's an Android. Like, you wouldn't even think it was anything other than that, because it's that. I mean, it looked that realistic. It was crazy. It looked like someone had a phone, but it was just off. Like the screen wasn't on. That's it.
Go get the footage, send it to us, and we'll pay you for it. It seems as though DeSears is suggesting that it's okay to do it, possibly, if it's illegal, as long as nobody finds out about it or does anything about it. Now, as stated in the New York Post article, it appears the DNC will pay back a portion of the money to the government used for Joe Biden's personal trip. Question is, will the DNC pay back the government? Is the DNC covering up possible financial legal issues until someone complains? On top of all of that, why is the DNC paying for personal trips for First Lady Jill Biden at all? We don't know the answer to these questions, but it raises a lot of important questions, and we think this video will shine a light on that. Now, if you're on the inside of the DNC or the White House and notice corruption and talking about what 9414 who have material information the public has a paramount. That's why our OMG savings of $60.
All right, yes, let's just add to the rest. That's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, this is what the Democrats do. They will continue to use every avenue, every legal loophole, every contingency plan, every hidden practice that people don't know about it. They'll do everything until it's outed, and then once it's outed, they'll not only say that they condemn that, and that not only did it not happen, but they'll condemn it as well, like I was saying. But then they'll also say that the other side was the one who's doing it. Then they'll try to play gaslighting games with us. That's what they do. So this was unbelievable. I saw this this morning. Like the first thing I got up, I saw this. This is an illegal immigrant's EBT food receipt. And this is a Venezuelan immigrant left their receipt at the grocery store. The cashier took a photo. EBT balance, that's food stamps, $13,000. An EBT cash balance, which is, literally whatever you want. It's whatever you want to use it on. That's what it's for. $4,498. And yeah, I mean, what the hell? Are you serious? When I was on food stamps, by the way, I'm disabled. I have multiple medical conditions. I've been shot multiple times, stabbed multiple times. I've had 29 surgeries over the last 9 years. I could go on and on and on. I have Parkinson's disease, scoliosis, dextroscoliosis, arthritis in my couple of my limbs and my hand as well. So I'm screwed up the wazoo. If anybody deserves that, it would be me, even though I'm not asking for it. I don't ask for all the extra benefits and crap. But when I have needed it, I have been on food stamps. And every single time I'm on food stamps, I've never been given a dime over $400. And the most I ever got was $385, something like that, $385. And then my average number that I was getting when I was younger, and even up till like when I lived in Philadelphia for a while and things just weren't going well, I was getting, I think, I was getting 325 in Philadelphia. And I tried to apply for cash benefits there because it was the only time I ever applied for them, and I didn't get it, which is ridiculous. They approved me for disability, but I never got my disability benefits, like never, ever. And yeah, I didn't get anything other than like $325 a month. And then in Arizona, I've had food stamp like a few times, and I've never been given over $300. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Why are they getting $4,000 over probably $5,000 plus a month? And however many, if this person has even saved it up, that's still ridiculous, because according to EBT balances, if you save up your money for too long, your money gets refunded back to the people of the country. It gets put back into the system so that other people who are struggling to get by on the amounts that they have can get their money. So like, I remember one time I tried saving up like 2 or 3 months worth of EBT, and it immediately took me back down to just a month, because I tried saving it up so I could get more things I needed later on when I didn't have money. Because at that time I had money, and I was like, okay, I'll just buy what I need and then save up my food stamps, because it's just easier to do that, and then I did that. And then literally when I went to go buy food with what I needed and just get a whole bunch of groceries, I was down to less than I had saved up. And I was like, what the hell? And I checked, and it was literally just 1 month's balance, not 3.5 months balance like it should have been. Because I had half of a month that I didn't use it, and then 3 months after that where I didn't use it at all. And somehow all of that money was gone. And yet they're able to they're either piling up all their money and it's not being removed from their accounts, and they're allowed to just sit there and save up money, or they're getting that much on a monthly basis, which is even worse. That is insane that someone would be getting, close $13,000 to $15,000 in cash or in food benefits and $5,000 in cash benefits. That is insane. Like, this is when your country doesn't care about you anymore. Yeah, this is another woman talking about the same thing. So yeah, this is insane, dude. Oh, it is per month, yeah.
X post made me so mad I almost.
Oh, so she's just reacting to the same post. Okay, yeah. But you can see here, another person took a photo of another immigrant's, stuff, and it says cash benefit balance $4,225 a month. So they're getting around $5,000. It looks like the average cash balance is $5,000 or just under $5,000. So from what I can tell is most of them are getting $5,000 a month in cash, and then the rest of it is in EBT, obviously, and that number ranges. And so this person has $4,245.98 in cash benefit balance, and in food stamp EBT balance, they have $3,208.09. So yeah, this is unbelievable, dude. I saw this and it made me laugh because this is so true. I saw another video, actually, it reminded me of Hillary Clinton always dropping into a Southern accent whenever she goes to somewhere in the South, and it's pathetic. And I thought the same thing when I saw Kamala, whatever her name is, Kamala, whatever, in her stupid Georgia rally just the other day.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
And you all helped us win it. in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
See, that, friends, is what we call the black scent, and that is the old country black scent. That is the black scent that all of these politicians bring out every 4 years when they want to go talk to the black folks.
It's more of a country accent, though.
And they need to know the black folks, they need to talk to them with the old Southern dialect. When they talk to the black folks, they need to know that they ain't in no ways tired. And in 2024, we gonna get this done, black folks. We gonna give y'all freedom, black folks. We gonna give you freedom. You gonna vote for old Hillary Clinton because she ain't no ways tired, and you gonna vote for Kamala Harris so you can get some freedom from these evil folks that want to put you up in chains, black folks. That's what we doing. Is that what?
Sorry. Ugh, crazy. I didn't expect him to go that hard. Oh, what? I thought I had like 4 more in here. All right, well, we'll move on. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is just hilarious. I love this. Watching the comparison between Obama and Trump talking about like the death of a terrorist. You got this one that's just this cold, scripted, no way you can relate to this. And then you have Trump, who's just like just off the script, off the cuff, and just telling you how it is.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog. A talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
You gotta love him for that kind of crap. He's literally a comedian, and that's like one of the reasons people love him so much. He doesn't play this politician, I'm going to be saying one thing in one room and saying another in another room. He's always himself. That's the great thing about him. He's never fake. So this is a horrible story about an Iranian weightlifter who was banned by his country for life from competing in the Olympics in Iran because he shook the hand of an Israeli competitor. And that's the reason why is because the Iranian people are good people. They hate the Khomeini regime and this like mullah, this Iranian mullah regime that just takes away the freedom and life out of every Iranian person. The Iranian people are great allies of Israel, but the regime there is not. And they're not good allies to anybody. I mean, the country is responsible for kidnapping Yazidi, people, which are one of the indigenous groups there. And they, kidnap and enslave them and burn them alive and treat them like crap and don't let women do anything, literally drive, educate themselves, uncover their hair. It's disgusting. And a man does something that's just polite behavior. Even if he didn't like Jews, he still did this, which I'm sure he doesn't mind Jews. But let's say he didn't do that and he did it anyways. That shows what kind of character he has. That shows that he's the bigger person. And yet you're calling him a traitor. You guys are disgusting. Anybody who says that this man is a traitor to his country is, disgusting and a hypocrite. And people in Gaza are starving. I mean, just look how starving this dude is.
على الشتاء يا حاج صور لي هاي يا معلم الفوارق اللي هم المصريين يا حاج انتظرونا غدا عند الجرجاوي عنواننا السدرة شرق 100 متر واسعار مناسبة للجميع حتكون صلي ودبع قولنا على النبي يا حاج جمعة مباركة ان شاء الله على الجميع. هاي اول طنجرة فوارق صارت جاهزة وبنستقبل هاي الدرج وراح كل الجميع.
Yeah. Ugh. Gross, but obviously he's getting all his foods. See what else we've missed from Imshin. We always check in. Holy crap, that's a lot of food.
canned food, boxed food, clothing, brand new. Yeah, so you got brand new jeans, joggers, what diapers looks like, Pampers even. Canned beans, maybe? Yeah, I mean, you got tons of stuff. Oh, more clothes, more canned food, and lentils and other beans and flour bags over there. Everything. They got everything. Flour and salt and more diapers and tons of different condiments and vegetable oil and cooking oil. And, oh, geez, they got lots of stuff. Yeah, stop complaining. You get over 10 tons of food a day minimum. So I don't know what you guys, stop making propaganda. I mean, there's so much aid now in Gaza. And now that Hamas has basically been just completely obliterated, there's literal packets of aid sitting around the city where people can just pick them off one by one like this.
Food.
And instead of eating all this, they're going to collect it and then sell it to their neighbors, maybe the ones who can't get out of their house because they're disabled or poor or sick or old. They're going to take all these boxes and they're going to sell it to those poor people who can't afford it anyway. Look, dates.
كاسات يا معلم للاندومي هذا شكله فيها اندومي كمان اللحمه الجديده هذه يا معلم ديار
chocolate, more chocolate cookies and a whole bunch of them, and noodles and plates and more chocolate cookies and canned food. And yeah, I'm so tired of this crap, dude. More packets of food and Jesus, dude. Yeah. Let's check out and see if Gaza Woo has got anything new for us. Got to make sure that I don't show too much. More fake scenes from Gaza. Preparing with the public that the area was bombed a long time ago, not recently, obviously. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, why would there all be all this garbage in there if it was recent or if it was brand new? It would be all this garbage like they've been walking around there for weeks on end. And a brand new fire that's somehow only set right there. And this guy's got a bottle of lighter fluid in his hands. It just so happens he has a bottle of lighter fluid just standing by. Yeah. Oh, my eye, dude. What is going on? I don't know if we're going to be able to go for a full hour today, dude. My eye is just driving me nuts. I can barely keep it from watering up. It is just driving me nuts. Probably allergies or something. The weather, who knows? Ugh. Whew. All right, let's move on. All righty. And let's see. Hold on. I would have said TikTok if you didn't see this, but I don't use TikTok, so I don't know. This is ridiculous. So watch this. So this woman is asking for money from people, but literally goes like this. It's hard for us to ask for, money. Like, what are you, stupid?
Asking for help is not easy, especially make videos to collect.
Collect money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Please don't go and listen. I am so tired.
No, you're not.
I have been tying with this app too long. Hi, I am Hiba from Gaza. I will not forgive anyone that watched this video without sharing it. You can help me and my family.
I'll share this.
You have the option of help us.
Skip. It is urgent.
It might be our last video. Yes.
And
it's like they're reading off of a script because they don't speak good English. They cannot see the script or read the script well, so they read off the script and they do not say it well. So this is what they sound like.
It was from close to us.
A safe place. Every
A safe
minute
place.
means a life of a human.
Wait, what? Every minute means a life of human.
A human. Minute means a life of a human.
A life of human.
So please do everything safe to us.
So please do us everything safe to go us.
Please do it.
Please do it now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but this is just ridiculous bullshit. Like, do better. Come on. Like, when you're making fake videos, maybe you shouldn't just burn off piles of stuff and then act like this is something bad. Like, you try to cover up the items you're burning, but it looks stupid. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't want to get any issues with the blood, even if it's, I mean, most of the time when we show these videos, it's all fake blood. But YouTube's been really getting on me during the election season, so we've got to be careful with that. So, all right, there you go. Like, he could easily say. So stupid. I'm so tired of this crap. Alrighty, guys. So I think it's going to be my eyes driving me nuts, man. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I can barely see it in my left eye. I have right now. I keep blinking to try to renew the, whatever you call it, clean off the, my eye, but it's just not want to do anything. Alrighty, guys. So don't forget to go down there, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. And really, like I said, subscribing really helps us. Don't forget to do that, please, please, please. Alrighty, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, please share it. Alrighty, have a good one, and Shalom Shabbat.